Hi everyone, today we're going to learn about finding key details and ideas in a text. There are three things you need to remember when we're annotating a text for key details and ideas. We want to make sure that we are looking for important information to underline. We don't want to underline unimportant information. Make sure the information is important. That means that it's important to your understanding of the text. Without it, you wouldn't be able to understand the text. Those are important key details. We also want to make notes in the margins to explain our thinking and just to share our ideas and thoughts as you read through the text. This could be making connections to the text. It could be asking questions to the text. It could just be sharing ideas and thoughts you had about something you read in the text. The last one, you want to ask yourself questions to help you determine what the main idea is. So as you're reading and finding these key details that are important and you're writing down your ideas and your thinking in the margin, you should also be asking yourself questions and thinking about what the main idea of this text is. What is this text mostly about? So if we look at my example, everything underlined in red is a key detail. And if I just go through them, it's a little city, so I know that the city is pretty small. I can see that it has a downtown with lots of old buildings, so it might be historic. That means it's a town that has some important place in history. It says that it's off the coast here, and I can see that also on the map. If I look here at St. Augustine, I can see there's water around it and on the side of it, so it's on a coast. And here it says St. Augustine, Florida. I underline that because that's an important detail to let me know what place I'm actually reading about. I underline welcome tourists and visitors, so I know that this is a place that lots of people like to visit. We have the northeastern part of Florida. So this caption, along with the graphic feature of the map, helps me to understand where St. Augustine is located in the world. I know that it's in the United States because I can see that this is a map of the United States here. And I know that it's in the state of Florida. And then I can see that it's in the northeastern part of Florida, as you see here on the map. And then when I keep reading, I see that I underline a community is a place that people call home. Well, this looks like a definition of community to me, so I think that's important. So I underline that as a key detail. It's off the coast of the Atlantic Ocean, so this gives me more detail and information about where it's located. It has beaches and wetland areas, so I know what types of land is in this location. And we have the weather. It says in December, it's 18 degrees Celsius and 65 degrees Fahrenheit. That's important to me because I know what type of climate this place has. Then if you look on the side in my purple boxes, this is where I have noted my thinking in the margin. So the first thought, she lives in a small old city called St. Augustine. I can see from the map and caption, it is in Northeast Florida. They must eat a lot of seafood because it is on the coast. What are tourists? Maybe it is visitors who come to their city. This is what community means. I knew that was a definition, so I pointed to it and I reminded myself of that. It must be warm there all the time. There are beaches and wetlands. What are wetlands? That was a thought I had. The ocean is next to it. So here I made a little note to let myself know that the ocean is next to this town. And this ocean, if we follow my line here, is the Atlantic Ocean. So I know exactly which one it is that's next to the city of St. Augustine. So when it's your turn, you're going to click on the next slide and you're going to annotate the rest of this text, starting with paragraph 2. So what we expect to see is you have underlined or highlighted all of the key details in those paragraphs that are important to your understanding of the text, and you've written some well thought out ideas in the margins that go with the text and help express what you're thinking while you're reading. So after we've looked at all of this information, we want to be able to put that all together, and that main idea will tell us what the text is mostly about. All right, it's your turn. Go give it a try.